Well, hi there. After a year of work, I have created a series of 12 playlists, one for each of the zodiac signs in Western astrology. I've used the project to meditate on each sign as we've passed through the seasons. The playlists are long, most of them between 6 to 8 hours, and I've designed them so that you can listen to them straight through in order for an intentional, curated journey through the themes and contradictions of each sign, or on shuffle play for a fun and magical experience using the shuffle algorithm as an oracle, which I call Spirit Shuffle. Each zodiac playlist is filled with songs by artists who were born under the appropriate sign, but of course all of us are complex humans who embody all 12 signs. Indeed, the zodiac can only be deeply understood as a whole. It is a reflection of the human psyche and condition. So, the driving force for me in choosing the songs for these playlists was not the birthdays of the artists, although that factored in, but rather the spirit and messages of the songs in relation to the signs of the zodiac. In this way, I've done my best to honor the complexity of both the artists and the symbols. I have now finished the playlist, and you can access all 12 of them here. I'm now also more than halfway through creating these accompanying videos for each playlist. You can check out the Libra video here and stay tuned for Sagittarius next month. The full videos and write-ups are available to patrons, and shorter forms of them are going out on social media. Thank you, as always, to my patrons for sustaining the work that I do with my band, Adam Gottlieb and One Love, as well as fun stuff like this. And if you are not yet a patron, and you'd like to support the work that I'm doing, producing inspiring content that integrates music, poetry, spirituality, and revolutionary vision for a world beyond capitalism and oppression, I hope you will consider becoming a patron, at least as long as we still live under capitalism. Thank you. You'll gain access to loads of content that I've been creating for the last several years. In any case, I hope both these playlists and videos help you appreciate the richness of the zodiac in ways that serve your personal evolution and spiritual growth. It's been a profound and super fun project for me, and I'd love to hear your reactions, ideas, and suggestions. So feel free to leave me a comment with any thoughts or feedback you may have, and thank you as always for watching, following, and supporting. Now, let's dive deep into Scorpio. It is late October, and in the northern hemisphere, we are quickly heading into darkness. If we are lucky, the autumn rains begin in earnest now, nourishing future life by accelerating the process of decay that envelops us at this time. The air grows thick with the scent of decomposing fallen leaves and mushrooms that are triggered into fruiting by the sudden drop in temperature. Worms and moss, thriving in the wetness, flourish and feed on what has fallen. Humans in the colder regions of the earth are preparing for winter. And tragically, even in 2022, many of us are forced to live with ancient worries about whether we and our loved ones are likely to survive the coldest, harshest months. In so many ways, this is a season when we cannot ignore the approaching specter of death, or its indelible place in the process called life. Indigenous peoples around the world have created rituals around this time of year that honor, mourn, embrace, and celebrate this aspect of creation. Scorpio season takes us through the cross-quarter between the autumn equinox and the winter solstice, a time when various spiritual traditions remarkably agree that the veil between the realms of the living and the dead becomes thin enough for souls to cross between. Within all these richly complex themes and traditions, the essence of the Scorpion's medicine is its close proximity to death, and its resulting ability to tap into raw life force energy, often expressed as sexuality, which is part of what gives us the popular astrology wisdom that Scorpio is sexy. We are entering the underworld of the year, awareness of the constant proximity of death to life, recognition of the eternal inseparability and unity of the two, is at the heart of Scorpio's symbolism. Consider the animal form of the scorpion. It carries a stinger filled with deadly poison above its head, always ready to strike. It lives with that poison inside itself, constantly wielding it, always ready to passionately defend its own life. Its dramatic, intimidating shape makes it seem completely unafraid, ready to kill or be killed, or even kill itself. In the stage of consciousness represented by Libra, corresponding to the autumn equinox, the soul faced its mortality and perceived that it exists in a delicate balance with all other souls, in a universe that is an integrated whole existing according to its own internal laws of balance, karma, causality, and justice. It saw that all things in nature and the universe itself exist in a state of constant flux. Now, in Scorpio season, the soul realizes that the only way to begin to understand and live in harmony with these laws is to observe and learn to shape the process of change, starting in the self. The tarot card attributed to Scorpio is Death. This card represents the idea of change in the broadest sense, and especially the power of nature to break down old elements and regenerate them in new forms. Two other symbols resonant with this card and with the sign of Scorpio are the snake and the eagle. The snake, with its closeness to the earth, its elemental shape suggesting a circle or spiral, and its regular cycles of shedding its skin, is held sacred by so many ancient and mystical traditions as a symbol of rebirth and regeneration. Even its peculiar form of motion, quote, suggests the rhythmical undulation of those twin phases of life, which we call respectively life and death. Crowley. As for the eagle, it represents transcendence of physical limitations and the freedom that can be achieved when fear is mastered. This is what Scorpio season is all about. Learning to face change head on. Scorpio is about embracing the dark side and doing the work of internal transformation that allows us to ascend to the higher philosophical planes represented by all of the zodiac signs that follow it. It's the 8th sign corresponding to the time of life definitely past halfway. It is existential and deep. The personality profile astrologers associate with this sign is defined by passion, especially when fixated or focused on something, an artistic practice, a project, a person, a business, a cause, for a long time. The passion, which is ultimately for life and evolution, can get out of control if the soul becomes addicted or obsessed, which is a real danger here. Diving too deeply, too quickly, can lead to burnout and stagnation. Fixed water is Scorpio's paradoxical formula in the zodiac. It must master the ability to flow while staying still in order to generate a rich internal ecosystem. The musical journey I have compiled here can be experienced on shuffle for a quick listen and a more general divinatory experience, or you can brave it from beginning to end for the full, magical, spooky, sexy, mind, body, soul journey through the valley of the shadow of Scorpio. It is over 6 hours long, so that should be enough to last you through the rest of the astrological month. May this music help you break down your internal blockages, and may it serve as strong, fun, and powerful medicine to help you transform the world within and around you. Blessed be one transformative love. Peace.